I realized something today, that if you don't start taking YouTube seriously, and I mean being consistent with it and putting the effort and the time in, then it's never going to work for you. It's never going to get you the results which you desire. And it's certainly not going to start generating your business any qualified calls or sales. This is a scenario which you probably face a lot. Every time you decide that you're going to take YouTube seriously and you plan it or everything out, you come up with a bunch of ideas, you actually script out your videos, and then when it comes to the Sunday morning or Sunday evening when you go to record the videos, you sit there, you second guess yourself, you stare at the script, maybe even the teleprompter if you have one, and you just go blank, and then you come up with all these excuses of why this video is not going to work or why this video is a waste of time, and you just go back to the drawing board. You have a look at your script again, or you may even just come up with a brand new idea, and then you get distracted. You open up your emails, and before you know it, you're replying to about 30 different people instead. You're not prioritizing YouTube for starters, which could be your business's biggest asset. But the thing is, if you don't ever prioritize it, it's never going to work for you. Like, you have to be fully committed on this to actually win. And you may even try batching your videos. And in theory, this does work. But when it comes to it, when it comes to a day and you have the 4 scripts ready, you set up your camera again, you're going to sit there, and for whatever reason, you're going to start recording the video, and you might just even give up or doubt yourself again, because you haven't fixed the real issue. Like, you truly don't believe that YouTube is going to get you the success that your business and yourself desires. You don't trust it. You don't believe it's going to work for you. And that's the problem. So reason number 1 is that you don't trust the payoff when it comes to posting on YouTube. And you'd much rather spend your time going on podcasts, posting hundreds of Instagram reels, or even spending thousands of dollars running paid ads. And this always leaves that open loop up in the back of your mind. You know, like I mentioned earlier, you start the process of YouTube, or you watch a couple other creators in your space absolutely crush it on there. You start your plan again, like you come up with all your ideas, but you never close that open loop on there. It's always in the back of your mind. It's almost like you have your computer always switched on with a bunch of like tabs or softwares open 24/7, day and night. And that's absolutely draining, that's tiring, and it's exhausting. We've all been there. So this leads me to the second reason, where the task feels too big, the mountain's too big to climb. Because YouTube is almost feels like it's a full-time job, because there's so many different components to it. There's the ideation, coming up with the video idea. There's the scripting. You know, you have to write the script out. There's the thumbnails. There's the SEO, there's the editing, there's the posting. There's a lot that goes into it, and it's obviously the filming as well. So your brain naturally avoids it because it's difficult. But the thing is, that is your moat. That's your advantage. When something is so difficult to do, that's exactly what you should be doing. See, all your competitors are going to be avoiding the difficult tasks, such as being on YouTube. So this is where you need to be. You need to just go full on into YouTube. Just start it. But your videos are not going to be perfect straight away. It's going to take a long time to have good videos. But the whole process of actually starting and practicing and actually getting good on the camera and writing your scripts, it's a journey. And this leads me to my last point. You're lacking a proper system. Because when you first start, you're going to be doubting yourself. You have no idea what you're doing, and that's just going to lead to a delay. And that's actually going to lead you to stop actually recording and posting the videos. It's not the filming that's the problem. It's deciding on the other 10 million things that you have to do to make a successful video. That's the problem. And that's the problem that's stopping you from getting started. Because deep down, as a business owner, if you're anything like me, and I know a lot of other business owners are, we are naturally like perfectionists. We want to make sure that we're always doing our best and trying to perform at our best to make the best product or to make the best YouTube video. So that's why it's difficult. But when you first get started on YouTube, you just got to let that go. And listen, one of our clients had the exact same problem as well. He was up at 4 in the morning, coming up with the ideas, scripting, the filming, editing, handling it all himself. And then when he finally decided to let go of being a perfectionist and believing that he was the only person capable of doing all this and getting good results, he actually outsourced all of this apart from the filming to us. We made him $40,000 from one video. And not only that, we saved him a ton of time so he could actually focus on growing his business and actually focusing on activities that made him a ton more money. The business owners that break their revenue ceiling don't have more time than you. They probably actually have less time than you. They just know what tasks to prioritize to drive their business the biggest result.